3-2 to Silsden, not the result you would have wanted today?
No, not at all, to be honest with you. First half, while we dominated the game, had more than enough chances. I thought second half you came out, sat back and invited pressure and a few individual errors again, and they took the lead again, so it wasn't really good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they took their goals well, but you gave them the opportunities.
Yeah, that was it really, individual errors again. It's been for like the past few games. It's not like we've got a good shape, we're holding it well, but it's just the individual errors. Really,
some positives from the game though. A couple of another goal for Brandon Gaskell.
Yeah, but to be honest, the chances were coming. It's just that like we're not finishing it. But Brandon were well again, running the line. So the Callum. To be honest, it was a good team effort, but just the result never went our way. To be honest with you, it wasn't really a good result.
That second half for you personally, you went up into midfield. How do you find that?
I was struggling, but they said I'd done all right. I didn't feel like I did, but I take what the manager says.
And what he says. How do you feel you've enjoyed your time here?
So far, yeah, it's been a good experience. I'm developing each game, getting more experience. That's what it's about, to be honest with you.
Enjoying working under Kevin?
Yeah, he's a fantastic manager. Constantly giving feedback, constructive criticism, good. Just a price to wait for him.
Well played today.
Nice one.
3-2 to Silsden. Bit of a disappointing end to the home campaign.
Yes, it sums up the second half of the season, really, doesn't it? Took the lead, couldn't keep hold of it, and then exchanged goals. Silsden, to be fair to Silsden, they needed to win, and they've got the win, and I believe they're out of the bottom three now, so good on them. I think it just, as I say, it sums up where we're at. From when Kevin took over, we knew we were going to have a difficult second half of the season, and we've had some highlights, and a lot of the kids there have really showed up well, but they're getting a bit tired, I think. But today Silsden deserved their win, we can't argue with that, and it's a case of all the planning that's underway now for next season. I can assure the supporters it's going to be a different season next year. The planning's going ahead, and I'm really looking forward to it. What I would like to say is to thank all the supporters. All the supporters have stuck with us all through the season, from the heights of August, September to the difficult times at the turn of the year and through to the end of the season. But we'll grow from that, we'll learn from that, and I'm sure Kevin knows what he wants to do, and I know he's got plans in place, so it is what it is.
Not been an easy season, like you say, but it's a chance to learn from things.
Yeah, it is. It's been a difficult season, and we know we've been here and we've said it before. But as far as AFC Liverpool are concerned, we learn from this. It'll be a huge learning curve for AFC Liverpool. I've said before, I'm convinced we've got the right manager in place. He's already onto what he wants to do for next season, and we as a board are supporting him in that. So we've got the facilities, and well done to Marine for last night for winning the Dodson Cup, I've got to say that. But we have to aspire to be up there and competing. We've had 7-8 seasons now where we've had some highs and some lows. Now is the term where we've now got to be looking at the future, and we've got to be one of those teams that are challenging, and that's what Kevin wants to do, and that's where we want to be, and I'm sure that's what the supporters want as well. So that's the aim, and that's what we're going for.
It's showing in flashes throughout the past couple of months, especially, that you can compete with the teams at the top of the table in this division. Just consistency is needed.
Absolutely. Beating Runcorn Linnet, drew with Cole. When the big teams come, we do, and that's what makes today a little bit disappointing. It was. I can honestly say that I don't think we were ever looking that we were going to win that game, even though we scored the first goal. They equalised straight away, and their need was greater than ours, and that's what it showed. It looked like we were a bit tired, I thought, but they are only, a lot of them are kids, and a lot of them will be around the squad next year. But I think the team that we start next season with will be a totally different team from what we've seen this back end of the season.
Season's drawing to a close for the players, but that's not the case for the management and the board, is it?
Absolutely not. No. Kevin's on the phone every other day now. Well, practically every day. That it's all hands to the pumps. And what I'd like to say there, that we are talking to sponsors for next season. Any of the supporters out there who know people who'd like to sponsor a game or a ball, or would like to get involved with AFC Liverpool, please let us know. We are talking to companies, but anyone out there who would like to offer us some support by way of funding, we'll listen. We've got a lot to offer, and I'll come down and see them. So, and that, as I say, all the supporters, if they can all sponsor games and they can all sponsor the ball, brilliant. Buy your season tickets, because it's like at any level, you know, Northwest Counties these days, it's about money. And as I say, I can't thank the supporters enough. That support has stood up right the way through the season, and our support is actually over 10-15% up on last season when we had a good finish to the season. So we've got the support base, we know that, and that will grow next year from what's going to be on the pitch. But we do need to get the financial side right, and Kevin's helping us do that as well. You know, he's leading us where we need to be going, what we need to be doing, and as a board, that's what we're doing. We're getting out there. So this interview's costing you £300, by the way.
Excited by the thought of the season ahead, then? Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. You know, it's the planning's actually started weeks ago about what he wanted to do. So it's all but in place. He knows what he wants, and we just need to go and get the money to do it now, and we're talking to people about that as well. A big thank you to this year's sponsors, team sponsors, STL. They've been absolutely brilliant, and we're working with them. We had a good meeting with them last week, and they're on board again for next season, and it's great. And they're going to be more on board. We're using their marketing team, who are working with us to help us get even more sponsorships. So it's great. So yeah, a huge thank you to STL, and we'll see them again next season. And what's more, a huge thank you to you, Paul. Doing this week in, week out, we really do appreciate what you do for us, and I know you're stepping down from doing the programme, but we have got a good replacement, but I'm sure you'll still be doing the odd bit for the programme. But yeah, all our partners and everyone, all our volunteers who help us, you know, we do this for free, and it costs people money to help us, and again, we appreciate that, and we know that. But next year, it's got to be better. We've all got to be better. I've got to be better. The board's got to be better. And the team will be better. So, roll on next season. Kevin assures me we're going to win the FA Cup next season, but there's no pressure there.
Well, we'll look forward to it.
Absolutely. Thanks, Paul.
3-2 to Silsden in the end. A bit of a disappointing result, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think probably a draw would have been a fair result today, considering how many chances we've had and they've had. But the difference is they've gone and scored the goals, so, you know, fair play to them.
Yeah, it was, didn't look like they were going to offer much, but you seem to give them the chances and they took them.
I think individual errors, you know, when if you look at the if you look at the last goal, I mean, I've got to be honest, we just equalised, so, you know, it's the worst time to lose a goal, I suppose. So we've equalised. We're trying to set ourselves. We're trying to work out our formation, and then people get dragged out of position, and it's a silly goal. It's a stupid goal. It's one that needs ironing out next season. I'll be honest, but we'll get it right.
Saying that, and when you hit the woodwork 3 times in a match, it's not going to be your day then, is it?
But that's the difference, you know. You need somebody where, when you're putting them in them positions, you need somebody to be able to, you know, when you know on the bench that it's a goal, you know. You can't keep hitting the bar. You know, it's quite simple. You hit the bar, you lose games. So we've got ourselves into some really good positions today. Minnie's been a brilliant outlet again for us. The lads of the 3 up front have worked really hard. When we've got the ball, we've pushed as a 3, and they've worked hard and they've put them under pressure. But, you know, you need out goal scorers. You know, it's all right getting in them positions. You just need to score goals, and that's what wins your games.
Yeah, change things around, tried out different things. Do you think you've learned a bit more?
Yeah, we've learnt loads. I've learnt that they're honest lads, you know, and every single one of them, you know, have gone out and barring the Aston game, if I'm honest, because I don't think Aston got out of first gear when they played us and they beat us 4-1. It was too easy. And then you look at them Wednesday night against Colne. Okay, Colne, you know, there might be a few nerves in there, but I thought on the night we absolutely deserved the draw, even though they probably had more chances than us. They didn't take them, and we stayed in the game. We worked hard all over the park, and I thought it was a great draw. And then you look at today, and you think to yourself, you know, I know these lads are fighting for their lives to stay in the league, and that can be dangerous as well. But I thought on the park we had enough quality to beat them today. That was our thoughts at the beginning of the game. And then as the game's going on, you think to yourself, okay, let's just go and get a draw then. You know, you've had enough chances, you haven't scored, and you get back to 2-2. You know, let's if it's a draw, then I think it's a fair game. But fair play to them. They got one more attack and scored a decent goal. From their point of view, from ours, it was really poor defensively. But that's football.
I suppose just as well as you're learning, so the players are learning as well, aren't they?
And lads are learning all the time because we're giving them instruction and we're telling them exactly where they're supposed to be on the park, what we expect of them, what to do with the ball, what to do without the ball, and that's the difference. You know, I think some can take the instruction and some can't. Again, I'll say, you know, they're honest lads, they're trying, but then you need a little bit of quality. And don't forget as well, a pre-season will help them as well, because we haven't, as you know, we've done a little bit of training, we've got our message over a little bit, but I think 6-7 weeks of pre-season will really help them as well.
One more game to go.
Yeah, one game. Looking forward to it. Congleton, good side. They beat us this season here, was it 1-0? Yeah, they beat us here 1-0. They're a good side. I know the manager there. He played under me for a while. Good goal scorer. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it again. You know, the lads that we take there, it's going to be a great experience for them again, and it'll be a learning curve. And then we'll sit down at the end of the season and we'll see where we need to improve and bring the squad together and see if we can have a good go next season.